powerful features of this whole visibility systems is the ability to create funnels, websites, membership sites, forms and surveys, as well as that chat widget that we looked at earlier. Now, the thing about having all these is that they talk together. As you know, we've already discussed this probably before you joining the system. But I thought it'd be good to show you some of these things again, more specifically how they actually work. So this funnels page here, so you're going to find this under sites. All of these live under all these things here live under sites. And funnels, we've got this I've loaded in this home services funnel. So let's have a little click on that and see what's involved. A funnel is a series of pages, and each page has a job. And you'll notice that these pages, if I preview it, these pages don't have navigations that take you here, there, and everywhere. There is just one outcome for this page. For example, it's saying, hey, Premier Plumbing and HVAC service provider, here's kind of why you should do business, claim $150 off your next service call, basically saying join our list. All right, so that is basically the point. There's nothing there to go learning about us. There's no look at our previous jobs completed. There's no reviews. There's nothing like that. There's one job, and that is to get you to fill this in. And that is the point of the of a funnel, because when they fill that in, it then takes them to a booking page, and it says, hey, thank you for claiming your money off. When would you like to book in? Pretty simple. And then when they've filled that in, it takes them to a thank you page. And that thank you page, it just basically says thank you. That's kind of how a funnel works, really. Just thank you for booking a service appointment. Now, you can have funnels where it says things like buy this thing. So, for example, you might have a or this claim page might say, hey, get this free thing, just opt in. And then on the next page, instead of being a booking page, it might say, hey, would you like to buy, for example, this audiobook that's normally £30, you can have it for £6 or something like that. Are audiobooks ever £30? I just made those numbers up. And then it might have an upsell saying, hey, well, if you like the audiobook, why don't you buy the whole course for this much? And then the thank you page. So you can have upsells, downsells, cross-sells, and you can make as many pages as you need. You can just add new steps and things like that. And if you're using ClickFunnels, you can import the page from ClickFunnels. If you just copy the page data from ClickFunnels, drop it in, it will make a clone of that page. There's probably a couple of little cosmetic tweaks you'll have to do, but generally everything's going to be fine and dandy. So that's kind of how it works. Let's go back and let's quickly make a new funnel. We're going to give it a new name. We're going to call it test funnel. Look at that terrible typing. And we're going to add a new step, and we're just going to give this we're just going to call it landing page. I don't even know what the offer's going to be. I don't know why I can't type today, tell you that. Free inspection. Let's say we're doing free home inspection or something for some weird reason. So we're going to create from blank. Okay, so we're going to make a new page. Now, looking at a blank page is horrible. That's why I recommend using these templates. We can have a chat about what templates would be good for you. But I'm going to do a wide page. It's not full width, it's just wide. And in that, I'm going to add a row of one column. And in there, I'm going to put a headline. And that's going to say something like, get your free home electrical safety inspection. Okay. We're not really making a real thing, so there's no great dramas about spelling things right, I guess. And then all you do is you just build out stuff. So we can add another section, which is going to be wide there. And there we go. Let's do a wide section. Let's add a row. And we're going to do 2 columns. And then in this column, let's say we're going to add a video. And we're going to add a video. There we go. And in this one, we're going to put in a form. We haven't made any forms yet, it's saying, so take me to the form builder. Well, we'll look at that in a minute. So we know that we're going to have a form there. And then maybe underneath, let's add another wide section, and we're going to put in just 1 column width. And let's put in something like a countdown. Okay, and we're going to edit that in a second. Let's put in another wide section. We're going to add a row, and we're going to do 3 columns, and in here we're going to put just a couple things. What should we have? Let's have we're going to have 3 different buttons leading to different offers, let's say. Okay, so let's say we want to edit some things. We can click on this column and change the background color over here. We can click on the section if we want and give it a color if we prefer. Okay, so you can see how they're different things, the column and the section. And we might choose to give this section a background image. And it might be this picture of CatMat. It doesn't really work as a background image, but you catch my drift. If you want to get rid of it, just highlight all the thing and delete it. Okay, so let's just leave that as white, I think. So now we want to change this timer, so I'm just going to click on the cogs here, and it's saying what's the end date? Well, this offer expires on the 15th of June at 9 a.m. And the time zone, we need to double check that, is where are we? Europe/London. It's not the same thing, but there we go. And when it expires, basically, it can show and hide elements. So, for example, you can hide the third, not the third column, the 3-column row, so it can make the buttons disappear, which is pretty clever. So that's pretty smart. Or you can say, yeah, just redirect, saying to, sorry.com, if that's where you want to send people, when they don't, because they've missed out. So literally, if somebody comes to this page, it just redirects them straight away and says, sorry, offer has expired. So you can have legitimate expiration on your offers. Doing buttons and things, very simple. You just click on it and you can then edit the stuff. So we can put icons in, we can change the color of text and things. It's all pretty self-explanatory. All the things that you can do, you just have a look at it and you just kind of type in whatever you want. I would advise against putting red on green though. Yeah, and here you're saying link to. What do you want it to link to? Do you want it to link to the to open the pop-up? Which is, I think we're going to do that actually. Let's leave it at opening the pop-up. Do you want it to go somewhere? Do you want it to go to the next step in the funnel? Things like that. So there's lots of options here, but the pop-up is really handy, and that's what's going to pop up like this. Okay, so if we have the pop-up turned on, let's click open pop-up settings. The pop-up is going to have things like your let me show you an example of a pop-up. If we go to demo.visibility.academy and just go away off the page, it pops up with me, hello, and all this stuff, and you can pick a date and time for a demo of this system with me. So maybe you've already even seen this. So that's kind of how it works, and you can link all these buttons to the pop-up. So that's basically how the pop-up works. So you just need to populate that. Now the reason I say it's good to use these it's good to use these templates that I can provide is because it just looks nicer. Like the one that I showed you before, this pop-up and everything I built using a template. So it really can be handy having a template. So that is it for looking at funnels. You do need to add a couple of things in funnels to make them work. So you need to go into settings, and you give it a name. The path is going to show, and when you've set a domain name for your account, this is where the domain for the funnel is going to show. You're going to choose a domain to use with it. Now, up until then, you can actually, see this link here, you can use this horrible looking link. You can use that one. I didn't save that page before I left, that's why I've lost everything, so always remember to save. Now, products, if you're going to sell anything through these ClickFunnels or give things away, you need to create a product. So to create a product, because there's no products to add here, you need to go to payments. And in payments, you create products up here. And you create a new product. So let's call this free ebook, for example. And it is digital goods. And it is, we'll call it free ebook. And it's £0, one time recurring. And you may choose to put a picture of a book. I'm just going to use a picture of Santorini because it's a picture. And create this product. Oh, amount should be more than 0. Of course. This is for selling things. This is products that we're selling. Free downloads we deliver differently. Silly boy. So £1 instead of £12. You'd put a whole long description here, but just so that you can explain what's being sold. So we've created this product. Let's go back to sites, funnels, test funnel. Let's go in that one. Products. We're going to add a product, and we're going to call it £1 ebook. And the price display override is it'll just show you what the price was. But for example, if you want it to say only £1 instead of 12, you can put that, for example. Search for products. There's the product we just created. Price. There's the price that it's got. And the bump, you can add things as order bumps. So basically, if we add an order bump, let's just save this first, so we don't lose anything. Why is it disabled? Oh, because we haven't got Stripe connected. That's fine. So we're going to go back to payments. We're going to go to products. We're going to create a new product, and we're going to call it unlimited support. And it's let's say it's a service, this one, and unlim support, and it's going to cost them £100. And it's recurring, monthly. Create the product. We just created this as an option. Okay, so now if we go to sites, funnels, back to the test funnel, we're going to pull in this new product. So we do add product, unlimited support. Find a product. There's unlimited support. Where's the price? That's what we choose as the price. We gave it the price a name of unlim support. Additional options. Yes, this is a bump product, and we hit save. All right. So let's go back to our funnel. So let's add a new. In fact, let's just do it on the landing page. Let's create from blank because I'm a dingbat and I didn't save anything. So let's do headline. Let's do some sub headline here, and let's just do a two-step order form there. For example, this is horrible design. Never ever copy this, right? Save. Okay, so let's have a look at, in fact, let's do one step. So two-step, first off, it takes these details, which is quite good. A two-step order form says, like, who is buying this? What are your details? Then it takes payment. Now, the good thing about this is, if they abandon before paying, you can then follow up with them with their details, okay? So, you can hide the company name, and you can hide the shipping. So it's just the full name, email address, and phone number. And then they go to step 2. So that is super handy. So let's, in fact, let's have a quick look at it. Let's go back to it. By the way, up here, you can see what it looks like on a mobile as opposed to on a desktop. That's what these things are. So let's go back and let's preview this page. Okay, so I'm going to preview. And I'm going to put in my name. I'm going to put in my email address. And I'm going to go to step 2. Click. That has just added me to the system. Now, I can't proceed any further than this because we've not connected a payment processor. I'll give you an example of what it looks like when we've got the demo here. No, not demo. Let's go to join/join. This is what it looks like when you sign up. I mean, to be fair, you've probably seen this if you're looking at this video because you've signed up. But this is what the bump looks like, the order bump. You give it a name, and it adds. Look, it adds the price. So this is month to month, and this is set up, added separately. Remove, add. So that is kind of what the order bump looks like. You can style this a bit better, a little less tacky, but I think the reason it looks like that is just to make it stand out. So I quite like the tackiness. So that is funnels. Now websites, they basically work the same way, except you have things like navigation and stuff like that. I can also drop in some templates for you here. And then memberships, that's a whole nother video. So let's stop this video here because it's gone on way long enough. I hope that was useful.